We're live.
Hi, everybody. It's Beth again from Mount San Jacinto College Outreach Department. Thanks for coming through today. This is day 3 of High School Senior Week. This is for you, high school seniors, and any new student, frankly. You're going to get a lot of great information today from our counseling department. So we're so excited you're here. You'll be able to connect with real-life counseling associates and staff. And yesterday we had financial aid and FYE, and the day before was all about how to apply to the college, and that's really your first step. So we can touch on those things again today, but know that those videos are still posted at the YouTube Student Life and Development site. So you can bring your parents back to view them. You can join us again to hear from counseling today at 3 o'clock. From 3 to 4. If you want to share this with friends or family, you can come back, or even come back tomorrow, because this is going to be recorded and you'll see us here going forward. This is the way of the future. MSJC is still here for you, but just in a different way. So more than ever, high school seniors, learn to advocate for yourself, reach out, ask these questions. Today will be about an hour. So you'll have a chance to chat with us in the chat with questions. You're on mute, but please type away and type us your questions, and we'll give you resources and links where you can type us a question tomorrow if you think of something else. We're here just in a different way, as you know. So you get the information by showing up to workshops like this, and we're really happy you're here. Ask questions. Let's see, I want to introduce my co-hosts, Marisela Magana from Outreach and Student Life and Development, and Susie Ortega from Student Life and Development. And you can ask them questions too while they're here. Would you say hi to everybody, guys?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Marisela and I will be in the chat answering questions also. So have fun. Let's get started.
Absolutely. You're going to be amazing. Let's dive in, and I'll introduce our associate counselor. Am I right? Getting that right? Let's see. Yes,
Okay.
Associate MSJC Counselor Cynthia Garcia. Take it away.
Hey everyone, my name is Cynthia Garcia. I am a counselor at the Menifee Valley campus. And I have somebody else here with me. Want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, hi guys, my name is Giselle. I'm one of the student success mentors, and I'll be assisting Cynthia with today's presentation.
So first and foremost, guys, I always like starting off with just commending all of you for being in these presentations, taking the time out of your day to come and do this. I know these times have been really rough on you guys, but just keep in mind that we are all very proud at how everything has been handled, and you know, commend you guys on just being here and trying to get it done. And you know, congratulations to all of you for graduating or finishing up your semester. So you know, like I said, first and foremost, thank you for that. And you know, today we're going to be talking about the counseling department, how we can help you. Even though we can't come into the physical school yet, you know, we want to make sure that you guys understand that we are here for you. We're here to help you in whatever you need, get you ready for your time at MSJC. So Giselle and I will be discussing the different resources you guys have in the counseling department, what we do, what we can do for you, what we're here for, and how we can help you guys out. So let's get it done. So, okay. So today's talking points, we're gonna, like I mentioned, we're gonna be discussing our student success program that Giselle's part of. She's awesome, you guys. She's been my main man, my main woman, my main girl for the last couple of weeks, trying to get all this stuff done. We're gonna be talking about the counseling department as a whole, the different smaller departments within counseling with regards to different programs, the importance of meeting with the counselor, the types of education plans that we can provide, different appointments that we have, the responsibility that you as a student have, because as you guys will know and soon realize that your role as a student and our role as a counselor after high school is very different than it is in high school. So we want to make sure you guys understand that, you know, the different consequences of not meeting with the counselor regularly. So we want to make sure that you guys understand how important it is to meet with us, as well as frequently asked questions, how to meet with us nowadays. Since we aren't on campus, we have different ways for you guys to meet us. And then we'll also be talking about some virtual sessions that Giselle and I are holding at the end of each week for the next couple of weeks to kind of give you that next step. Now, these are your counselor and your success mentor. So this is us. I know we are live, but you know, I've been a counselor for a couple of years at MSJC. I love it. You know, it's my passion. It's what I'm here for. Giselle, do you have some words that you want to say?
Yeah, I was a student at, MSJC for about 2 years, transferred to Cal Poly Pomona. I'm currently there now. I'm currently a mentor and here to kind of guide you guys, us and our support staff. We're here to guide you guys through MSJC, making sure you guys are successful. I know the counselors are there to kind of guide you with your education plans, but we want to make sure that a student to mentor basis that we can provide anything else for you. Maybe mentor support, maybe information on resources, anything that, a counselor, if they're unavailable, we can support you. So definitely, I like being a mentor. It's super awesome. We get to do things like this, the high school virtual senior day. You met with Beth, Suzanne, Maricela. You get to deal with all these awesome people. So just glad to be a part of the staff, and it's super awesome to meet with you guys.
Awesome. Go ahead, Giselle.
Yes. Okay. So just to touch base a little bit more about the Student Success Program. So we have a team of 10. We're all mentors. We're all at 4 universities currently. Some people are at UCR, Cal State San Marcos, Cal State San Bernardino, Cal Poly Pomona, different colleges within, the state. We also have people taking, online classes. We want to make sure that what we do as mentors is help support you any way we can. So whether that's, having you meet with an EOPS counselor, having you meet with general counseling, other information, we want to support you. Our staff, you can contact us by email. We also have an Instagram. We constantly are answering questions via our Instagram. I know, social media is kind of the way to do things nowadays. So if that's easier for you to contact us and ask questions, feel free to. We're here for you guys no matter what, getting all your questions answered. So feel free to reach out to us, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, when we go back in person, we get to meet you guys and provide services to you. Sin, there is a question in the chat. Who do we go to for register for classes? This is a great time to kind of introduce our program a little bit more. So if you have questions about registering for classes, if you have any errors when registering for classes, you can email us, studentsuccess@msjc.edu. That's one way one of our mentors will reach out to you either by phone call, email, or we can meet with Ukrainian Cafe virtually. That way we can support you and show you how to register. If there's any other issues, we can walk you through that process. Great question, Devin.
Great question. So this is a shameless plug. This is all us. I'm just kidding. This is our counseling department, guys. We have a huge team. All these counselors, and there's a couple of us missing actually, but it's a big team. We have tons of different smaller teams within the counseling department. We have veterans and ELPS and career ed that we will be discussing later on today. But in reality, we are here to help you guys, to help you stay on track with what you're doing. You can receive tons of different resources, but academic, career, transfer, personal, crisis. We have very capable and very awesome counselors within all of those different sectors. So please make sure to use us. We are here to guide you from the moment you guys start until you guys get ready to transfer, finish the degree or certificate or goal that you're here for. So this is us. Now, here is a couple of different areas that we have within our counseling department. So keep in mind, these departments are at both the main San Jacinto campus as well as the Menifee campus, and we also have some of these at the other smaller campuses. But basically, with all these different counseling areas, we're here to make sure we assist you guys in following whatever educational goal you have. So we have our accommodation service center, which used to be our DSPS center, which is for disabled student services. So for those of you that had a 504 IEP in high school, you want to come in and meet with one of our accommodations counselors. There's an application process. So, you want to meet with them, make an appointment, come in and do the application, and they will be able to give you the assistance or give you, offer you the resources that they have for that department. We also have CalWorks for those students that are eligible for CalWorks benefits. We have career education, which are, we have a lot of counselors that can give you the different certificates that we have. Losing it here. Sometimes there's not the more job-based type of certificates that we have.
Can I add two, Cynthia? Sorry
Yes.
not to cut you off, but it's great with career education because if you guys are looking into more, and you already kind of know your career, to meet with those counselors. I know with administration of justice, you know, those students who are interested in internships while MSJC or other information, they can meet with the career education counselors to kind of get that foot in the door, and kind of allow them to take their next step towards their career other than being a student at MSJC.
Yes, it's definitely more of a more vocational type of streamlined type of career. That's what I was trying to say. So yes, just like Giselle mentioned, it's some students just want that certificate. They want that career, you know, so that's a great department that we have. We also have EOPS. I'm an EOPS alumni. Giselle is also. EOPS is an awesome program. It's meant to really help students from undeserved backgrounds. And the great thing about that program is that they give you priority registration, which is going to be the most important thing that you can have as a student at MSJC, besides all the help and assistance that we provide to you. But having a registration date, an early registration date or priority, is basically having the chance to pick your pick of the litter for your classes. You know, Giselle always kind of makes fun of me, but I'm a huge Disney fanatic. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have been to Disney before, and it's basically equivalent to a fast pass. So you get to go in front of everybody and pick your classes and pick that awesome schedule that you want. So EOPS is a great program. Like I said, they also sometimes provide scholarships. They help you pay for your applications when you're ready to transfer. I believe they also give you money for parking permits. So, and then you also get that one-on-one counseling. And I know as an EOPS alumni, I had a really good, built a really good relationship with my EOPS counselor. She's actually the reason I became a counselor. So it'll show you how impactful these one-on-one or these programs can be. We also have mental health counseling, which I am totally proud to talk about because this is a newer thing that MSJC has, I believe within the last year or so. So, you know, we understand how important mental health is, and we want to make sure that you guys understand that we have mental health counselors ready to assist you, ready to help, you know, because we want to make sure that you guys can, you know, I always say that you really can't do school if everything else in your life is not going positively, you know. So we want to make sure that you guys understand that we do have mental health counseling. So, you know, take advantage of it. Our nursing department, our awesome nursing department, nursing is huge right now. So we want to make sure that you guys know that we have nursing counselors ready to assist you if you are trying to do nursing. We also have counselors within our student athlete programs. So we have Dr. Burleson and we have Mr. Bing, and they're awesome. They're at both campuses. So if you are one of those students that are on an athlete scholarship or they're wanting to do the athlete pathway, then you definitely want to meet with them. You have great support there. We also have our Veterans Resource Center. You know, we have great counselors at all the campuses, making sure to help you if you are a veteran, if you're a dependent of a veteran. They're there. And then last but not least, you know, our department as a whole is general. I'm part of general counseling. We're here to help you guys with your ed plans, with your educational goals. So you have tons of different areas that you can receive help in. And keep in mind, you don't have to be part of just one. You can come to see a general counselor. You can be part of EOPS. You can use the mental health counseling department. So all of these are just to say that we have specialization and special counselors, but at the end of the day, we all work together. We're all one huge team. Giselle, do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, great points, Cynthia. So I think for me, because I was part of EOPS and I was a student athlete in college, you know, a lot of students, I think there's misguidance when it comes to, oh, I only get to meet with one counselor. No, there's a variety of counselors there to support you, whether that be if you're an athlete, if you're part of EOP, because you can have your, you can be a variety of options and programs on campus. So just making that connection, which will allow you to, you know, better succeed while you're there. Everyone from top to bottom is here to support you. And, you know, seeing these different varieties of counseling areas can really support you to your, you know, educational goals.
Awesome. Great points. Thank you. So the importance of meeting with a counselor. So I don't think I have to say this, but it is extremely important that you guys meet with us. On a daily basis, I see students that may have lapsed. They may have seen a counselor their first semester and then didn't see us for 2 years. And what happens is you know, a lot can get lost in translation. And, you know, we want to make sure that you guys understand how important it is for you guys to meet with us. You know, ideally, you want to meet with us once a semester. Can you meet with us more? Sure. I have a student that meets with me at least every couple of weeks. The more consistent you are with meeting with us, I can guarantee you're going to be more successful. And it's not so much it sounds very cliche, but trust me when I tell you, I've been doing this for about 8 to 9 years. And I can, without a doubt, tell you that the more you meet with us, like on a consistent basis, you are going to be more successful. And to be honest with you, you're going to be more ready when you transfer out, because you're going to be more independent. You're going to be more understanding of what you need to do. You know, let's say you come in your first semester and you want to do psychology, and then you don't meet with anybody for 2 years, but then in the course of the 2 years, you decide to change your major. If you come meet with us, you're going off of a plan that was created for psychology, right? So, you know, that's why it's important for you to always kind of keep us in the loop. You know, that's why it's very important for you guys, the students, to understand how independent you have to be in college. You know, in high school, it's a little bit different, right? Because you have a counselor kind of monitoring you and calling you in when they have questions for you. In college and university, you guys have to come out and come look for us. So you want to make sure that you guys start developing those habits early and come see us and say, hey, I have a question. How do I go about this? I want to change my major. So when you start consistently meeting with us once a semester, you'll be able to get all those questions answered. So, you know, it's really important that you come in. You know, I think if you work with the counselor, when you work with us together, it really helps your success at MSJC. You know, what we do in our department is we do create a comprehensive ed plan. So you'll hear me say ed plan within the next, you know, the next time or the next hour. An education plan is just that. It's a plan of classes that we are giving you based off of the information you're giving us. I want to go to UCSD and be a bio major. Great. As a counselor, it's my job to give you an education plan. And I'm going to tell you every single class you need to take from here to finish to go to UCSD as a bio major. So that's what we provide. We give you the plan, and it's up to you guys to take the classes and to pass them. Okay. You know, meeting with us once a semester, you can check in like, hey, I just want to make sure, am I on track? You know, that way we can check in with you guys, because it's not going to be, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Something may happen. You know, you might have to take less classes, you know, than originally thought because you have a job, or something, God forbid, may happen and you might have to drop a class. So it's important that you do meet with us. You know, we also help you with exploring your majors and looking at the different options that you have. We help you plan for that future success or future transfer that you're doing. And obviously, I think the most important thing that we as counselors do is we give you guys the resources that you need to be successful in college. The resources that we have at MSJC, if you guys don't take advantage of them, you know, it makes it really difficult. But if you guys know everything that's at your fingertips at the college, use it, take advantage of it. That's what we're here for. You know, we have tons of different counselors. You know, everybody has different, you know, different ways of going about a student. We have different attitudes. We have different personalities. So, you know, you want to make sure that you come in and you meet with one of us, or in this case, you know, virtually, and meet with us and create that connection with us. Because even though we're not necessarily assigned to you the way you are in high school, you can make that connection with us. I have students that have met with me once or twice, and then for the 2 years, they consistently meet with me, and that's fine too. So we just want to make sure that you guys understand how important it is to see a counselor. Giselle, anything?
Yes. Ah, man, what a great point you made. I think for me and you, Cynthia, I've known you since I was a student worker and a student at MSJC and now a student mentor. So I know, you know, when I was a student myself, I didn't always meet with you. I didn't like that tough love you gave me. I always met with the FYE counselor because I needed the soft-handed approach. But I definitely tried the arsenal of counselors that we have at MSJC and kind of found the right niche for me. Although I do love you and you're a great counselor, I know that I needed somebody to kind of walk hand in hand with me when I was a student. So definitely, you know, build that connection with the counselor, be able to know who you kind of bug them. That's what they're there for. They want to see you succeed. Trust me when I say this as a student, they want to help you reach your educational goals. See which counselor works for you. You can, you know, we're virtual right now. You can meet with a variety of counselors once we go back in person. Find that counselor that kind of fits your needs, and then meet with them once a semester, twice a semester. Cynthia has an enormous amount of students that come in and meet with her directly. So definitely take advantage of the resources when you can. It will definitely help you when you plan on transferring to a four-year university.
True. Word. All right. So like I mentioned earlier, education plan. What is an education plan? Like I said, it's basically a plan of classes that you guys need to complete in order to meet whatever academic goal you guys discussed with us. So like I said, if you say, I want to be a lawyer and I want to go to UCLA, your ed plan is specifically designed to go to UCLA to poli-sci major, history major, something like that. You know, if you say, I want to do pre-med, I want to do biochem, and I'm looking at UCR, UCSD, and UCI, your plan will have those classes outlined for those particular schools. So it's very important that you guys start researching what schools you may want to go to. Start researching what major or career you want to do. Because when you come in to meet with us, you will be meeting with us for 1 hour, and we're going to go ahead and create this plan for whether it's 2 years or 3 years. And that's the plan you're pretty much going to be using throughout your time there. That way you're not taking any unnecessary courses, okay? I'm sure a lot of you guys have friends, family, cousins, that have gone to community college and they've been there more than the traditional 2 years, so to speak. But I can probably guarantee you they probably haven't seen a counselor, or they were taking unnecessary classes, or the classes were full and they were taking other classes. So I understand that classes nowadays can get very full. Community colleges are very impacted. Impacted means they're packed. It's very difficult to get some classes. I also work at another college in San Diego, and it's the same. It's not just MSJC, all the community colleges nowadays are impacted because it's just a smarter way to go to community college. It's cheaper. So we do have two types of education plans. One is the comprehensive ed plan, which is only created during a 1 hour appointment. So you do have to make a 1 hour appointment to get that plan. And this is where we create that long range ed plan, the 2 to 3 years ed plan, to tell you exactly what you need for whatever school or university you're trying to go to. Then we have an abbreviated ed plan. So for a lot of you, this might be something that you're going to be interested in right now. Giselle and I, in the next half an hour, will discuss some sessions that we're holding, providing abbreviated ed plans. And that way, you know what you're doing for your first semester. That way, you don't have to do a comprehensive ed plan right now. You really want to do the comp ed plan when you think you know what career you're doing, what school you're going to go into, and you don't have to do it right now so rushed. So the abbreviated ed plan, think of an abbreviation, right? It's IDK, I don't know. IDK is an abbreviated part of I don't know. So an abbreviated ed plan, it's just that. It's going to be 1 semester, 1 to 2 semesters of your complete 2-year plan. So that abbreviated ed plan we can do during a 15-minute appointment that we will discuss in a few. Now keep in mind, it is important, it is vital, it is critical that you guys have an ed plan on file, because if you don't, it will affect your registration date. So remember, I was talking about registration dates and having priority registrates. Well, let's just say that you don't have a priority registration date and you have a later one. Imagine having an even later one, like all the way towards the end. You're not going to be able to get the perfect schedule or maybe even the classes you want. So it's really important that you guys actually create one of these education plans. Your first semester can be an abbreviated. This summer we can create an abbreviated ed plan with you guys, but in the fall, we want to make sure you guys come in for your 1 hour appointment to make that comprehensive ed plan. Giselle, anything to add?
No, I think you covered it. Just know too, people change their major all the time. I know I did. I'm sure Cynthia, I don't know if you did when you were a student, but it's okay to come in and meet with a counselor and make those changes to your ed plan, check in on your ed plan. That's what the counselors are there to support you with. So definitely, meet with the counselor once a semester and get your, each semester move forward to progress to your degree is definitely something that's good on our end, good on your end, will help you to be successful.
Yes, keep in mind you can make multiple 1 hour appointments throughout your time here. So let's say one day you do have, psychology comprehensive ed plan, and then the next semester you're like, you know what, I took a history class and I want to change my major to history teacher, then we'll do another comprehensive ed plan for the history major. So yes, you can totally change your major, change your mind. I think it's a fact that most students will change their major twice. Okay, so Appointment times and types. So these are the, here's some examples of appointments that we have. So like I mentioned, the hour-long appointment is where we really do the education plan, and we can revise the education plan. So just like Giselle discussed, if you change your major and you want to revise your ed plan, you need that 1 hour appointment because it does take time. You know, changing your major, well, that kind of goes with revising your ed plan. A SAP petition, not going to go too much into it, but that has to do with financial aid. You would know if you need a SAP petition, so don't worry too much about that yet. But yes, you would need a 1 hour appointment. Transfer admission guarantee, so that's more so when we're ready to transfer to the university. Transcript evaluations. So if you guys were students that had gone to Palomar and have transcripts from Palomar, we would need a 1 hour appointment to kind of go over your transcripts. Probation and dismissal counseling. I hope none of you guys, I'm going to look at the list of students that are here. I hope none of you guys have to do the probation dismissal counseling, but if for some reason you fall into probation, then you would have to meet with us for 1 hour so we can discuss how your best steps of getting out of that. And then we also have personal counseling, but that's the 1 hour counseling. The lobby is basically what we have for those very quick questions. You can see a counselor in the lobby for about 10 to 15 minutes. And in those 10 or 15 minutes, we can answer, hey, can you check my graduation? Can you do a grad audit? So I'm in my last semester and I want to make sure I'm done with all my classes. That's a graduation check. So we can do that in the 15 minutes. Let's say a prerequisite clearance. So a prerequisite is a class that needs to be taken before you can take the next class. So for example, Spanish 101 is a prerequisite to Spanish 102. So you can't take 102 without taking 101. So a prerequisite clearance in an example would be, let's say you guys took 2 years of Spanish in high school, which many of you probably did. And you guys want to go to the next level to fulfill a general ed requirement. So you want to take Spanish 102. I would need your high school transcripts to verify that you've completed the 2 years, and I'm going to clear your prereq because I've noticed that you've taken 2 years of high school Spanish to put you in the next Spanish class. So forms can be pretty much done in a 15-minute walk-in lobby. Sorry, I'm used to saying walk-in because that's what they used to be called, but we can't walk in right now. Then we have our abbreviated ed plan. So like I mentioned, that 1 to 2 semester plan, we can quickly do in a 10, 15-minute appointment. Check in with your education plan. Say, hey, I just want to check in, make sure that I'm on track. Can you check the classes that I'm taking? Are they good? We can do that during a 15-minute lobby appointment. Any questions regarding dropping courses, you want to check in and say, hey, what's your, what opinion, what do you think my options are for dropping this class? We can do that during a 10, 15-minute appointment. And then any other quick questions that you guys have, but just be mindful. We don't want to get into the lobby and assume that you guys have a 1 hour appointment, okay? If you think you have more questions, just please make a 1 hour appointment, because then, some students get frustrated once they catch us in the lobby. They're like, great, I'm going to get Cynthia and I'm going to ask her a million questions and I'm going to have her here for an hour. Unfortunately, we have other students waiting. So we have to make sure we keep it to that 10, 15 minutes. So if you think that you have more questions that you need, go ahead and do a 1 hour appointment. Giselle, anything?
I don't have anything on what you said, but I am watching the chat. There are a few questions, and Beth, Maricela are definitely answering them. But I want to make you guys aware, as you guys are kind of watching this, if you guys need a mentor, a student success mentor to kind of guide and walk you through how to register for classes, when registration date begins, how to apply for the EOP, how to check your orientation. If you guys have any of those questions, and I know I see them in the chats, please reach out to us, studentsuccess@msjc.edu. I know there was a question in the chat, Cynthia, and I hope you don't mind if I address it. But for those of you guys that are watching and have already met with the counselor and are kind of wondering, well, I'm ahead of the game, it's early summer. When does fall registration start? Fall registration dates are released to your Eagle Advisor June 22nd. Registration can begin as early as July 6th. Again, utilize this. That's what we're here for. Us mentors are here to kind of guide you and walk you through the steps of how to register an abundance of options. So studentsuccess@msjc.edu. Once you email us, I will be sure by today to get one of our mentors on it, so that way by the end of the day you have all your questions answered. We can talk about the FYE program. Great question. We can have you sign up for Summer Bridge. I'm so glad you brought that up, because Summer Bridge is coming up for the summer semester. And just any question you guys have, we can either direct you to the right department, give you information on it, or program. So please, studentsuccess@msjc.edu, and we'll be able to assist you further.
Great. For those of you already ahead of the game, I applaud you. That's awesome. You know, obviously we have awesome information regardless, because, you know, it's one thing as a counselor, we can only give you so much in the appointment. We can't kind of really go into all this in depth. So I appreciate that you guys are still here listening to everything. We will be discussing some programs, FYE, definitely one of them. So this is I love this slide. When we were working on this presentation, I remember Giselle saying that some of these things were added because me and her have worked with many of these presentations together. So we both know each other's style. We both know what we really want to give you guys as far as important information. So I think this slide really sums up how successful you can be as long as you understand the responsibility that you have as a student and what counselors have as far as responsibility goes. So as a student, it is your job to come into your appointments, make sure that you're giving the right information, you know, bring your questions. Okay, a lot of the times, I know some students may think you have stupid questions. There are no stupid questions, guys. And at the end of the day, if I don't know what you're thinking, I cannot answer your question, right? You know, I unfortunately wish I had a crystal ball to know exactly what information you guys want, but there's only so much I can give you guys as a counselor during a 1-hour appointment. So it's imperative that you guys come with questions. That's what we want you guys to come with. You know, I don't want my students to blindly follow me, you know, like a deer in headlights. No, I want you to come bring me questions. I want to answer those questions. So, you know, I have tons of students that come into our meetings and they have a whole little pad with their questions, and we just start kind of going through them. So you want to start being proactive, and you want to start understanding what can I do for you? You know, what kind of questions can I help you with? Bring a copy of your transcripts from other colleges or your high school transcripts. That way we can clear you, whether it's the 2 years of foreign language, whether you took a comm class at Palomar and you want to make sure you get credit for it here. Bring those transcripts with you so we can figure out what clearance you guys have and what credit you get. Think about the colleges and universities that you want to go to, as well as the courses you may want to take. Some students are like, can I take this class? If I see that you are taking unnecessary classes, I'm going to stop you in your tracks and say no, you know. But if I see that you have some elective coursework where you can squeeze in that class, I'm going to be like, yeah, great class. You know, so you want to make sure that you, like I said, start proactively thinking, you know, what can I ask the counselor so they can give me the resources I need. Follow through on counselor recommendations. You know, we are here, just like Giselle said, to watch you guys succeed and, you know, move forward, whether it's your transfer university or, you know, to attain a certificate, attain an associate's degree. That's what we're here for. So, you know, it's important that you guys follow our recommendations because, you know, we've been doing this for a long time, you know, we know what we're doing type of thing. I totally understand if you have friends that are taking the same classes, or, you know, you have friends that, you know, went to school too, but as much as I appreciate everybody helping you, you want to make sure that you come through and see a counselor. You know, at the end of the day, you just confirm with us, because it's unfortunate that I see it on a daily basis. Oh, well, my friend took this class, and, you know, my sister told me to take this class, and it's like, you didn't need that class. You know, so just please make sure that you take our recommendations and our advising, you know, seriously. And then, you know, follow up, let us know who you are. You know, I'm always about having that relationship with my students. Just like Giselle mentioned earlier, you know, when she was a student, yeah, she would go to a specific other counselor. They were really close. But as a working relationship, you know, she knows how connected I am with the students that do come. And we have tons of different personalities, guys. You know, I know that I needed like that tough love because sometimes I just needed someone to like get me back into shape, right? So, you know, you want to build that relationship with one or two of us, you know, and trust me, there's tons of different counselors. So we all have different personalities, and we've all had different walks of life within our path. So, you know, I know that some students will connect with me on certain aspects of my life, and that's really what connects you as a counselor with you as a student. So let us know who you are, you know, come in, talk to us, you know, that's what we're here for. And then when it comes to our responsibility, it is my job to make sure I keep my appointments. You know, I'm responsible for making sure that I give you the accurate and specific information that you are asking of me. You know, I take that responsibility. You know, you ask me, hey, Cynthia, I want to come in and revise my ed plan. You know, that's what my job is, to make sure that you're taking the classes that you need for whatever major or plan you have. You know, my job is also, I'm responsible for making sure you guys understand all the resources that you guys have at your disposal at MSJC. We have tons, you know, so as a counselor, it's my job to make sure you guys understand what these resources are, because you guys are going to be so much more successful if you guys, you know, take care of these resources and actually take advantage of them. You know, I listen to the student. You know, we want to make sure that we're understanding what you guys want. We're here to listen. We are here for you guys. We're not going to impose what we want, because a lot of us have already got what we want, right? We're careers, we're counselors. So we're here to listen to what you guys want. We're going to assist you in your academic decisions. Now, I may not be able to assist you in, you know, maybe asking your boyfriend or girlfriend to, you know, get married, but I can assist you on maybe dropping a class, right? I can give you my opinion on that. So anytime you want to make academic decisions, you know, come in and talk to us and we'll give you your options, as well as navigating that transfer, you know, path and the way it works in the process. You know, we have an awesome, you know, transfer personnel at different campuses. One of them is so awesome. It's Giselle's mom. So, you know, she's great. She's awesome. She helps. We are here to help you guys with everything, but just, you know, you have to be, like I said, proactive, be mindful of your responsibility as a student. And as a counselor, we are here to help you. We are here to, you know, make sure that we're giving you guys all the information you guys need. So
Cynthia, can I cut you off really quick? I'm
Yes.
so sorry. I know you're on a roll. You're doing well. There is a question within the chat. Can I set up a private meeting with the counselor? We'll get into that in a little bit. Just follow along with us as we get into it. I know there's a few questions in the chat of how to make an appointment, and then what should we do? I got a few emails from you guys in the chats already, so you guys are definitely on it. Just follow along with us in a little bit, and we'll show you how to make an appointment, how to check in with our virtual lobby, and then our virtual sessions that me and Cynthia are offering this upcoming month. So just follow us along a little bit further, and then we'll be able to provide that information to you.
awesome. Oh, I think I went, what happened here? Sorry. All right. This is where I was at? Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, here we go. Okay, so what if I don't meet with the counselor regularly? Like I mentioned earlier, it's really important. You want to make sure that you plan for the right courses. So if you don't meet with the counselor, it's very possible that you might take the wrong courses. I see it every day, guys. So your best bet is just to meet with us at least once a semester. Like I mentioned, taking the wrong courses. You won't be aware of your academic standing. So sometimes students don't understand that they didn't even know they were on probation, right? So if you come in and talk to us, trust me, we'll let you know real quick and in a hurry. Hey, did you know you were on probation? What's up with these grades? You know, and then we can have that extra discussion about probation and how to get out of it. And then another thing that's really important that Giselle and I have been seeing a little bit more so than usual is a lot of students come in and say, well, you know, I'm done. You know, this was our last semester. Well, I'm done. When do I apply for transfer? And we're like, did you meet with the counselor last year? It's like, no, I haven't met with the counselor. And we're like, you're supposed to apply for transfer last year in the fall. So now you have to wait an additional year to wait to see if you're accepted into a school. So those kinds of things are really important because we're the ones that will give you that information. If I see that you're ending your classes and you're doing great and you're about to finish, I'm going to be like, all right, let's time to go ahead and apply for universities. This is when you're going to apply. This is how you do the application. But like I said, if you don't meet with us, you're probably not going to know. You know, a lot of students are very upset when they find out that unfortunately they should have registered, or I mean, they should have asked us about transferring a while ago. These are some questions that we see quite a bit. I think this one student just had it right now, right? Can I request a counselor? Can I meet privately with a counselor? You can request a counselor. You can just keep in mind that all of us in our infinite different attitudes and personalities, we all get booked up very quickly. We have some loyal students. Giselle knows I have students that, I mean, I get booked quick. Heather, you know, Danelle, Leslie, we all get booked real quick. So can you request a counselor? Yes, we're not technically assigned to anybody. So if you say, you know what, I really liked, you know, Chartel and Danelle, you can go ahead and actually request them when you're physically creating an appointment, and you'll see, I think in the next slide, you can actually pick the counselor. Do I need to send my other college transcripts to MSJC? Yes. Okay, you do need to send your college transcripts to MSJC. It doesn't matter what kind of grades you received at one point, they need to be turned in, you guys, because at the end of the day, you know, let's say you don't turn them in and then you're getting ready to transfer. The university will know that you have transcripts from another school, and they're like, hey, why didn't you turn these in? And that will factor into your ending GPA and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, just turn in the transcripts. If you're late to your appointment, this is like an adult thing, right? This is where you're learning adult skills and time management, okay? Unfortunately, you have a 10-minute window to get to your appointment, okay? You wanna make sure that you develop those time management skills and those adulting skills, right? You wanna make sure that you're on time, because we have other students that if you don't get there within your 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes of your appointment, we release your appointment, we cancel it, and we have to help other students that are ready right there and then to get their assistance. So if you do make an appointment, make sure you're ready, you know, within the first 10 minutes, or we will have to cancel, okay? And this one's really funny because Giselle and the team kind of put a lot of these with regards to what I would say in my sessions. My friend and I have the same major. Can we take the same classes? At the end of the day, you want to come and talk to us, okay? Even if you guys have the same major, it's very possible you're gonna take the same classes. At the end of the day, I don't know what your friend has done. What if they took a foreign language and you didn't? And you're like, well, how come you're taking that class and I'm not? Then you have students upset because then they come in together and we're like, she's in that class and I don't have to take it, why not? Your best bet is to just come and talk to us. I will let you know, here's your ed plan. And then if you see the same classes on the ed plan, then yes, you can take the same classes. But you do not want to blindly follow a friend or a relative. Just come in and talk to us, because we can set you guys straight as far as what classes, you know, you should be taking. Okay, Giselle, anything to add?
Yeah, great points, Cynthia. You know, counselors are creating your education plans tailored to you guys to fit your needs, to fit your educational goals. Your educational goals might be different from your friends, so just make sure you meet with the counselor regularly. Again, building that relationship with Cynthia or any one of our counselors, and then they'll be able to support you however you feel needed.
Awesome. So here we start talking about some of the programs, guys. Don't worry, we're almost done. You guys are hanging in there. Good job. So one of our two of our actually really popular programs. One's our first year experience. So obviously that would probably fit for all of you guys. Okay, our first year experience is an awesome program designed to help those students that are first-time students with transition into that college life. You know, it's like I mentioned, first-time students. It's giving you that support for the first 2 semesters, so first year experience. So for the first year, the great thing about this program is that it's another program that gives you early registration. Remember that Disney Fast Pass I love? It gives you that, okay? It also gives you access to FYE counselors. So we have specific counselors that are specific for FYE. You also get peer mentoring. You get assistance with career and transfer planning. You also get awesome workshops. But in order to be in this program, there are a couple of things that you need to be part of. One, you have to have like your FAFSA done and be part of the Promise program, eligible for that. And then you have to have certain classes completed. So you have to have Guidance 100 either in the summer or the fall, along with English and math. So if you don't want to take the guidance counseling class in the summer, you can take it in the fall, but then you would have to do this thing called Summer Bridge. And Summer Bridges is awesome. I think it's like a 2-day thing now or a 1-day thing now, where you guys get to go over, you know, what you're going to be doing your first semester, what the program can give you. It gives you also a lot of resources in counseling and at the campus itself. So it's an awesome program. Like I said, my main thing for students is always highlighting that early registration, because you want to get those pick of the litter classes, guys. I know that when I was in ELPS, I had like one of the first dates for registration. I had an awesome schedule every single semester. And that really takes a load off of your shoulders, you know, because I had to work full time. I had to commute. So having the schedule that I really wanted really helps. Another program that we have, I will briefly discuss, is the Puente program. The Puente program is a writing, counseling, and mentoring program that we have at MSJC. I'm very proud to announce that we are expanding it to our Menifee Valley campus. I'm actually the Puente counselor, so I'm really proud, really excited to start this program. The great thing about this program is that it is open for everybody. Obviously, we also focus a great deal on Latino issues and our Latino students, because we want to make sure that we expand our student population to help them transfer and give them those extra resources that they need. You also get a mentor. So I'm a mentor to a couple of students at different campuses that I work at. And I, take them out to lunch here and there, and I check in with them and, kind of just have them under my wing. So that's what mentors do. You can get a mentor. Somebody has a mentor of our president. He's a Puente mentor. So that's the cool thing, is that you get a mentor. You also take 2 English classes, the 2 English classes that you need to transfer. You take it with our Puente instructor, which in this case would be Addison Palacios. He's awesome. And you'd be taking those classes and they're guaranteed. Okay, so this is a great program. If you're interested, go ahead and scan the QR code, take a picture of it, go ahead and email me, say, hey, Sin, I heard your presentation. I'm interested in the Puente program. It's a great program, guys. I support it. I'm all about it. And then let's see. Then we have our 2+2 and our Emoja program. Our 2+2 is an awesome program for those of you that are interested in doing business at Cal State San Marcos. So the great thing about our 2+2 program is you do 2 years guaranteed seats at MSJC for your business gen eds and your other gen eds that you need. And then you do the second 2 years at the Temecula Cal State San Marcos campus, and you actually finish off with a bachelor's degree in business administration. So this is an awesome, like I said, opportunity for those of you that are interested in Cal State San Marcos as a business major. Like I said, guaranteed seats, that's huge. Okay, so if you are interested, you can go ahead and contact Shauna Larson. She's our awesome 2+2 coordinator. Keep in mind, a lot of these programs have a cap. So the sooner you guys go ahead and contact us or contact whatever program you're interested in, the better it will be for you, so you can get a spot. We have Emoja. Emoja is a great program that's also picking up a lot of speed at the different colleges. It's basically a learning community dedicated to the academic success and growth of our African-American students. Like I said, just like Puente, it's open to everybody. There is more of a specialization for African-American students in Emoja and Latino students in Puente, but it is open for everybody. So if you are interested in our Emoja program, we also have Darnell Bing there, and he's the counselor, so you can email him. He's also our athletic coordinator, one of them. And then here, so far so good, guys. Let us know that you're doing okay. I know I can't see the chat box, but go ahead and, give us an okay or something in the chat box to make sure you're going okay. And then I'll give it up to Giselle here.
Awesome. Thanks, Cynthia. And again, guys, those programs that we talked about, if you want more information, reach out to us. Beth has been so kind to drop our student success email within the chat. So then we could provide you further information or provide you the email or resources available to you. So I know there's a couple questions that we had about meeting with the counselor. How do I do that? I already met with the counselor. What's my next steps? So for those of you that aren't aware, we are meeting with students virtually, which is awesome. You can go to our student support hub. Now the student support hub, which Marisela dropped in the chat, is msjc.edu/hub. From there, you can meet with enrollment services, a learning resource center, financial aid, the cashier, bookstore, a wide variety of services all at your fingertips. Who doesn't love that? So to meet with one of our counselors, you'll go to msjc.edu/hub. From there, you'll go to counseling, select the drop-down menu. You will then enter the counseling lobby. As Cynthia mentioned earlier, if you guys have quick questions, one of our mentors are in the lobby, so then we can navigate if you need mentor assistance or a counselor assistance. From there, you'll have any quick questions that you need to meet with the counselor answered. So by using your MSJC credentials, which you all should have already created through your, once you received your MSJC email upon application, we'll use your MSJC credentials and then meet with the counselor first come, first served basis. We are hitting peak, guys, so meet with us as soon as possible. In a few minutes, me and Cynthia will talk about the virtual counseling sessions. But if you do have any quick questions, visit us in the counseling hub. And then to meet with the counselor, I know there was a few questions when it came to meeting with a private appointment with the counselor. You can also do that within the student support hub. To make an appointment online, it's going to be almost the same way. You can go to msjc.edu/hub. Again, going to the accounting department's drop-down menu, then selecting schedule an appointment to meet with the counselor. From there, you can see what's available, whether that be a specific counselor like Cynthia. If you like her great presentation, I know she's awesome. We all know. If you want to meet with Cynthia, you can go ahead and select her information, make an appointment for an hour long, again, allowing you to either create your full comprehensive ed plan, or if you just want personal counseling or other options within the hour-long appointment. And then you can, again, once log in with your credentials, and then select the reasoning for the counselor. So virtual meeting, and see what dates are available, for you to meet with that counselor. Again, when you're making an appointment, it is based on availability. So try to do it as soon as possible, especially before we hit peak. We have a lot of students graduating, a lot of students coming in for the first time. We want to make sure that all of you guys are seen and heard and get your academic goals in place with one of our counselors. So make an appointment as soon as possible. If you do make an appointment with a counselor, it's going to be one-on-one, but we strongly suggest meeting with us, Cynthia and myself, during a high school virtual session if you just graduated this past spring. That way we can show you how to register, how to access your online orientation, how to set up your MSJC student email, your first semester course plan, other resources. We'll kind of go over in more detail, more information about this as well. But to go on the next slide for making a counseling appointment, when you're meeting with the counselor and schedule the date and time of the appointment, you can go ahead and pick the specific date and then the counselor. And then for now, I think we should go on the next page. It will populate other steps. There we go. It will populate other steps. That way you can put the reasoning why you're meeting with the counselor. Do you need personal counseling? Do you need other information? And then after you schedule that appointment, that will allow you to get that email to your MSJC student email to meet with that counselor on that specific day. And then this is what it will look like as you're prolonging through the appointment to schedule it. And then that's how it's quick, easy, 10 steps. And then you can schedule the appointment for said day upon availability. Awesome. Thanks, Sin.
Hey guys, it's Beth again. With the last 5 minutes, fling us your questions and get ready to jump over to the resource portion of this presentation. You got some great information from counseling today. I think the big message is to advocate for yourself. Check your student email student success if you're having trouble activating that student email or any of those other things. I think Giselle and Cynthia are the hardest working folks here at MSJC, besides myself, of course. But replay this later for your parents. It's going to be posted on the YouTube SLDP site. Way to earn it. Way to show up, you guys. Activate your student email, email us with other questions, and continue to advocate for yourself. This has been a great high school welcome week. You can't mess with this team that's here for you, and you have shown up for yourselves, so you're going to be amazing. Go ahead and finish up, you guys, counseling, and then keep posting questions.
Perfect timing. Thank you, Beth. So last but not least, like Giselle and I have been mentioning throughout this presentation, we have these virtual transition sessions that we are hosting every Friday through June 19th. Tomorrow we have one, and then obviously the next couple Fridays. In this 2-hour session, Giselle and I are working with you guys, giving you guys a little bit more deep information as far as everything we discussed. But the most important thing that you will get out of that is I will be helping you create your first semester course plan. So an abbreviated ed plan, right? We talked about that. And then Giselle and her awesome team pick up the second hour, and they actually show you how to navigate Eagle Advisor, which is extremely important. Okay. So, you have Giselle there, you have the mentors there, you have me as a counselor there. So this is a really important thing that we have happening, like I said, every Friday. If you guys are interested in signing up, please go ahead and email studentsuccess@msjc.edu. They will let you know, give you the directions on how to sign up for these sessions. Like I mentioned, it's really great, guys, because at that point, you will already have your plan for your first semester. So you don't need to worry about making a 1-hour appointment right now. You can wait until October, November, when things have kind of calmed down. So if you are interested, like I mentioned, it's Giselle and I. So, please go ahead and sign up. Like I said, you're going to get a great amount of information, but the most important thing is you will get a first semester course plan, so an abbreviated ed plan, and you will also be shown how to register, how to check your registration date, how to check your financial aid documents, all that fun stuff. Giselle, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, totally. And again, guys, meet with us. You want more in depth. A lot of your questions that you guys had in the chats, we actually cover in the virtual transitional session. That stuff can be bing bada boom. We could have that done in a snap within 2 hours, and then you can enjoy your summer during quarantine, right? So meet with us definitely. If you guys have any questions, Beth has been so kind to drop our student success at MSJC email within the chat. Please email us. I'm telling you, we are there to help you and support you any way we can. I know I got a few emails from a few of you guys within the past 10 minutes. I will respond back to them after the session, and we'll make sure all your questions are answered. But please sign up for a virtual transitional session. That way we get you ready for the fall semester.
Awesome, guys. It's been a pleasure. I know you guys have another place to go to. So like I said, please go ahead and just make sure that you know that we're here for you guys. Come into our sessions. Trust me, Giselle and I, we're cool. We're cool,
Yep, we're very cool.
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, like I said, the counseling department is here for you guys. We wish you guys all the very best. We will be seeing you guys very soon. So that's pretty much it.
No stress. You guys got this. Thank you for joining us. Come back again. Like and subscribe, whatever they say and the cool kids are saying these days. No, seriously. Thanks again, guys. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.